Good evening, Southeast Texas. All quiet in Southwest Louisiana. This view courtesy of Lake Charles and L'Auberge Casino Resort. Going to get a little stormy over in Lake Charles as we head towards Wednesday, and we're going to see some weather here in Southeast Texas coming up on Wednesday. Looking at partly cloudy skies here in Beaumont. This view courtesy of Mid-County Plumbing, part of the Roofing 911 Skycam network. Wednesday is Francine. Thursday, drier. A slight chance returns Monday a week. Your weather impact: we're expecting some rain and wind coming up late Tuesday and especially on Wednesday as Francine makes her closest approach to Southeast Texas. We expect 1 to 3 inches, very little up in the lakes. The best chance will be here in the Triangle, and some near or low end tropical force wind gusts mainly in the Triangle. I don't think you're going to see this up in the lakes area. It's mainly going to be Jefferson and Orange counties, maybe a little further inland, but we could see some wind gusts around 39, 40, 45 miles an hour at most, the way it looks at this point as the storm is continuing to track further down the coastline. We're not surprised by that one iota. As you can see, clouds on the increase across coastal sections of our viewing area. The Triangle, temperatures into the upper 70s and lower 80s there. Mostly clear up in the lakes area, and 75 on the Pro Roofing Concept satellite and radar combination. Across the state, we are watching lots of dry air. We have seen this many times before where incoming hurricane ingests or sucks in that dry air, and that is not a good thing for hurricanes. So we're hoping that this happens, and that would keep this storm from really ramping up. So that's one thing, helping to keep this storm hopefully at bay. Then we're watching this southwesterly wind shear and approaching trough of low pressure on Wednesday. Once this turns to the northeast, it's going to accelerate rapidly and head towards Louisiana, further to our east, as we've been saying for days, because of this approaching upper level trough and shear. Hurricanes don't like shear, plus water temperatures in the nearshore waters are in the upper 70s, below the threshold. So now we're watching Francine about 125 miles to the southeast of Brownsville. It's kind of stabilized. It has not strengthened, but we do expect it overnight to become a hurricane. They normally strengthen in the wee hours of the morning. Regardless, you could see the bulk of the thunderstorm activity, the deep convection on the northeast quadrant, trying to fester up into the western sections of it, and pretty much devoid of any thunderstorm activity to the southeast quadrant. Otherwise, here's the track. Let me get on this side. Hurricane warnings are in effect from east of, Sabine Pass over towards Louisiana. We're under, at least coastal Southeast Texas, under a tropical storm warning. So as you can see, hurricane tonight strengthens and starts to accelerate as we head towards Wednesday, becomes a Cat 2 and heads over towards Vermilion Parish. That takes us out of the cone of uncertainty as we head towards Wednesday morning and afternoon, as the storm then begins rapidly weakening over towards Jennings. So tonight we're looking at a quiet night, but the winds are expected to start increasing late tomorrow at this time. And it looks like the strongest winds will be again towards Orange and Jefferson counties, off towards our east, with tropical storm force winds gusts possible. Here's the chances that we'll see tropical storm force wind gusts of 39 miles an hour or greater. So about a 50 to 60% chance, I should say, in Orange and Jefferson County. Hurricane warnings, coastal waters of Jefferson County and back over towards Cameron Parish. Tropical storm warnings, Jefferson, Orange, southern Jasper, southern Newton counties. That means winds of 39 miles an hour or greater are possible. Rainfall, least amount up in the lakes area, highest amounts closer to the coast of 2 to maybe 3 inches. And of course, over towards Acadiana, where this is expected to make landfall, there's where they're going to see the real flooding, unfortunately. Storm surge possibilities. There's a storm surge warning from Sabine Pass towards High Island. And as you could see, the greatest threat is off towards our east, where they could see towards Texas Point anywhere between 3 and 6 feet inundation back over to southwest Louisiana. Tonight, as I said, it's going to be a quiet night. We'll start to see showers developing as we head towards tomorrow. As clouds increase, we expect a pretty good coverage here in the Triangle, and high temperatures should be in the upper 70s to lower 80s, and the rain start really creeping into the area as we go through tomorrow night and also into Wednesday. On the Gulf of Mexico, a hurricane warning is in effect for the coastal waters. Seas 2 to 4 feet are expected tomorrow with an easterly wind increasing through the day. Look at the water temperature, 78 degrees. Our forecast tonight, a slow increase in cloud cover, mid-60s lakes to the lower 70s triangle. Then for tomorrow, highs in the low to mid 80s are expected. 40% coverage in the lakes, 60% coverage here in the triangle. And taking a look at your weather impacts 7-day forecast, late Tuesday, really Tuesday night into Wednesday is when we expect the chances for increasing winds and the potential for some heavy rainfall, mainly along the coastline across southeast Texas. Then after Wednesday, the sun returns in the afternoon. Things start winding down as far as the winds. Beautiful weather, just hot and humid as we work on into the weekend. Dry weather expected. And then by Monday, we may see a slight chance of showers and storms return to the forecast.